Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hi, this is Tom Borthwick, the Diamond King. We have a huge selection in-store, 10 times most places in Whatcom County. We have over 100 certified large diamonds in stock. We have trained staff that went to jewelry school. We offer huge discounts all the time, every day. We have 3 jewelers in our store. We want you to save time. We gift wrap everything and treat you kindly with knowledge. Thank you for shopping a family-owned small business that supports 9 families. We donate to over 50 charities per year. Thank you for being our customer, Borthwick Jewelry.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. All right, Bryan Adams. You guys know that guy, right? It was the summer of 69.
What was his other one?
Cuts like a knife.
No, when you like
Feels so right.
the one where like, it was like Robin Hood song or whatever.
Oh, right. Everything
I do
I do for you.
I do it for you.
Yeah, I hate that song.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but that's like, I only know Summer of 69 in that one.
Cuts like a knife. Cuts like a knife is like his jam.
I'm not, yeah.
Feels so right.
All right, sure. I mean, Summer of 69, he hit
Oh,
Mecca.
yeah. I'm not going to argue that Summer of 69 is not a great song. And I personally think probably it should be his greatest, but you're right. I think that Robin Hood song is probably the best one he's done.
It might be.
From a success standpoint.
From a sales point, sure, but I think he'll forever be known. I think Summer of 69 is a song that everybody will enjoy. It's a timeless song.
Yeah.
Was it the Ataris that covered it?
No. You're thinking of Boys of Summer. MXPX,
never mind.
MXPX covered it.
I don't remember that one. Boys of Summer and Summer of 69.
Okay.
Those are great songs, guys.
I mean, it's basically the same
It's
song.
a classic. I will forever remember Bryan Adams for that Boys of Summer song. It's a classic.
He should cover Boys of Summer. That sounds like a Bryan Adams song.
That's it's kind of, he does have a Don Henley sound to him. Yeah. I mean, I could see how they both sort of have a similar vibe. That's okay though. I mean,
I think I like Summer of 69 a little bit more.
Yeah. I agree with you. I actually do like Summer of 69 a little bit more than Boys of Summer.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Ataris version because I do kind of like that pop sound, that pop punky sound anyway.
Oh, no. If I had to listen to Boys of Summer, I'm going with the Ataris version. Yeah. To the point now where I kind of want the Ataris to cover Summer of 69.
Yeah.
Let's just do all those songs. Like Jack and Diane from John Cougar Mellencamp. Like all like those like timeless kind of like old school songs.
Yeah. You don't go deep into Bowling.
That's a very personal thing.
Yeah. You don't go deep into the band Bowling for Soup because they were kind of doing Weezer before Weezer did Weezer, covering a lot of songs, and you wouldn't know it because you don't go deep, but that's what they've done. Like Bowling for Soup has done I Ran Flock of Seagulls. They've done some.
They're not the only. I mean, a lot of bands have covered like those old '80s songs and done like pop punk versions of it. I mean, I've heard plenty of Bowling for Soup. In fact, I heard them yesterday. They were on like some playlist that I was listening to.
Oh, really?
What the hell is this? I'm like, it's Bowling.
Let me see if I can predict it. It's going to be Punk Rock 101 or 1985.
I don't believe it was either.
Wow, because those are their hits. If you go deeper than that, I'm proud of you. Because a lot of people don't go deeper than that.
To be proud of.
Well, I love Bowling for Soup, even though I think there's a couple of their songs.
You're the only one that still likes Bowling for Soup.
You're right. Danny, you're absolutely right. You're right. Now, why are we talking about all this? Well, because Bryan Adams was doing a concert in Salt Lake City.
Girl All the Bad Guys Want. That was the one.
I forgot. Yeah, that's their third one. You're right. I forgot that's them too.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good song.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's probably the biggest one they had, realistically.
Yeah. I always thought Punk Rock 101 was their biggest one, but it was Girls All the Bad Guys Want?
Yeah.
Okay. Even bigger than 1985.
Yeah.
I love 1985.
I don't know how proud I am of you of being a fan of Bowling for Soup if you don't know all this.
Well, I'm not bowling for soup, but I will bowl for soup. Usually I bowl for a lot less, to be honest with you, because I'm a baller, you know. Wow. He's done.
So Brian Adams.
Yeah, Brian Adams. So Brian Adams was looking to get some soup in Salt Lake City, so he decided to. So what happened is that he's doing a concert in Salt Lake City, started playing the summer of '69. Nice. And a man jumped out of the crowd, grabbed the microphone to sing the song, because we all know you could do that at a concert, right?
Well, I mean, if there was a song to do it for, I think that's the one.
Oh, my God.
Although if I'm a fan, I'm like, you son of a bitch, don't mess this up for us. I came just to hear this song.
Oh, I'm with you.
Right.
Yeah, because that's like the song. And what Brian was like, okay, he calmly stepped back, let his security guards grab the guy, then stepped back up to the microphone to continue singing the song.
But the crazy part is the guy got to sing part of the song.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool. You got to check out the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
Also, that guy looks like Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you know, part of me wonders, man, if I find out that whole thing was staged, I will be very impressed.
I don't think it was, but I think Brian handled it like a champ. He's just like, who is this guy? Security's going to handle it, but it is kind of a cool moment. Like, he has that look of like, this guy's a massive fan and he's wasted.
Yeah.
He's probably been waiting all night to hear this song and then just kind of lost control.
Yeah. I it's so funny though, Steve. I think that the some of the young people of today haven't been trained the way I have been trained. Do you know why I don't run out on a football field or a baseball field?
Because the security will kick the living crap out of you.
They used to show that.
Oh.
And that's why I saw that. They say, we don't want to show that and encourage it. And I go, dude, you did not encourage me. When I saw that guy get decked every time and wailed on, I was like, I will never run on the field.
Yeah.
So the idea that they don't show that on TV anymore, I think is actually a disservice, and they should to actually, really give us the example of a cautionary tale of running like an idiot out on the field.
See, you're never going to make really, really stupid decisions while under the influence. I think drunk people who see that are like, that was awesome. I want to get hit by someone.
So there's no stopping drunk idiots anyway?
No, because then they're like, now I get to go on the field and be seen on television.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this guy then, you know what? He's that drunk idiot you can't prevent. He's just going to always do that.
And I know he wouldn't do this, but wouldn't it have been amazing if Brian Adams was like, all right, sing the song, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, just kind of let's see how far you can go. And I'd even say to the audience, don't worry, I'll start it from the beginning and play the whole damn song again because I know you paid to see just this song.
Yeah.
But, let's just see what this guy can do.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Why? What the heck? Right?
I know that would probably encourage other people. Maybe that's his thing now.
Yeah.
Who first to get to the stage gets to sing Summer of '69.
There we go. That's exactly what everybody wants.
Then there's just riots and chaos at Brian Adams concerts.
Dude, I don't know. Like, Foo Fighters have made they've been doing that forever now. Yeah, Kiss Guy, they had Nandy and all the people. It's like at that point, just let people come up and play your songs.
Green Day, obviously, they've done it for years as well.
Yeah, Brian Adams, get on the train.
It's like, who's wasted and wants to sing Summer of '69? And then there's Tom DeLonge looking guy.
So this is a great plan if you really just don't want to tour anymore. You just let everybody else sing your songs. You come on stage for 5 minutes, like Tommy Lee did when he was injured. You come out for 5 minutes, maybe play a half a song, and then let somebody else come out and finish the rest of the concert.
I mean, Motley Crue. Hey, who can sing these songs that Vince used to be able to sing?
Oh, that is horrible.
I do love one texter said the band just kept playing I guess we have a new lead singer.
Yeah.
It is true. You would think the band would have just been like, we're not playing anymore. They're like, or they thought, holy crap, Tom DeLonge from Blink-182's here.
It's hard to say because that I think you make an interesting point. We have seen rando celebrities jump on a stage, and you're right. What if that was somebody that we didn't know?
Oh man, that would crack me up. He looks a little too young to be Tom DeLonge, but he has that look. He just kind of has that face.
Can you imagine if that would happen to Eddie Vedder when they didn't? For some reason, if somebody didn't know he was coming up and he jumped on a stage of a show, and then the security just ripped him off because the people weren't aware that he was going to do that.
I bet that has happened. Where maybe it's not anything super violent, but where it's like, dude, no. I'm going up to sing with the band.
I mean, really, when you think about it, like the Britney Spears situation, I think if the dude was a fan of Britney Spears and knew who she was, like, and she tapped him on the shoulder, she wouldn't have got, like, that wouldn't have been a big thing. But when people
that basketball player.
The basketball player, yeah. But when they don't know who you are, it could very well go just like this guy with Bryan Adams. Oh, man. It looked cool, Steve. I think you got a good idea. I think bands should just have other people sing their songs, plus they get to take a break and have a sandwich.
And the best part is, I kind of want to hear that whole damn song. I'm going to be listening to it later.
Yeah. But really,
I sure hope the Ataris cover it one day.
Listen to the MXPX version. It's just as good.
You know what? I'll check it out for sure.
No, Steve.
What?
We don't want MXPX, and we don't want the Ataris. We want Balling for Soup to cover that song.
Dude, Balling for Soup, they are so good.
They really are.
I love that one guy.
That one guy.
Yeah.
All he does is just ball. He's a baller. And you know what? He gets his soup every time. Hey, you know that guy, that kid Richard Sherman, right? Former Seahawks player?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He might be taking the most unlikely job ever.
Don't you ever talk about me!
Well, we have to. And actually, Steve's going to talk about you, Richard. He's got the Migs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Julian Greeding here from Bellingham Ford Lincoln with some exciting news. The order banks have opened for the 2023 models and we have great deals for you. Ford F-150, Bronco Sport or Ranger, and we will lock in your price, lock in your 500 rebate, and lock in your interest rate at 2.9 for 60 months on approval of credit. Custom build the vehicle you want and don't worry about price increases or rate hikes. Come see us at Bellingham Ford Lincoln on 1820 James Street or at bellinghamfordlincoln.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Palace Law for giving us the Migs Report today. Pull out your tape measure.
Oh.
It's National Tape Measure Day.
Oh, okay. I thought...
I don't know what you're planning on measuring with it, but...
Oh, I thought Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg were finally going to have the contest.
Oh, it's today, Friday.
Yeah, here's the tape measure.
It's the Dongamania.
Yeah. Dongamania.
It's also a day that I celebrate every time I'm at the beach. Shark Awareness Day.
Oh, so we're getting close to Shark Week, I bet.
You know what? You're probably right.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa has been letting us know all about it after all.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense that Aquaman will be hosting Shark Week.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a really good... That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
It all starts July 23rd. Oh, yeah,
well.
so we're not that far away.
No, we're not.
Oh, that's awesome. Although I say that, I haven't watched Shark Week in like probably 7 years.
Yeah,
What am I getting excited about?
I was never a Shark Week guy. I mean, Sharknado was as far as I went, and I don't even think that counted.
No, well, they timed Sharknado right around the time of Shark Week.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And today is a day for Joe. Why do you think it is?
To complain about how you were the best player on the basketball court, but nobody else is good, though you stink day?
No, that's tomorrow, actually.
Okay.
Danny, what do you think today is that was because of Joe?
National No Game Day.
No game day. No, that's tonight.
Oh, wow.
And every weekend.
Poor Joe D. So far, these are not
a
real
tough crowd,
positive
Joe.
days. Yeah. All right,
Vicky?
Vicky, what do you think?
Cheesy pickup line day.
Close.
A little better.
Joe, today's your day. Happy National Mac and Cheese Day.
Well, that makes sense that he has cheesy pickup lines because he makes a great mac and cheese.
Dude, I saw something on the Food Network. Someone was making a grilled cheese sandwich, but inside the grilled cheese was mac and cheese.
What?
And I was like, you know what? Never thought of that combo, but what a brilliant idea.
Joe, your next creation.
All right, the mac and cheese cheeseburger.
Oh, I'll take that too.
It's a mac and cheese grilled cheese. Why? Now you're switching into a cheeseburger?
You know what? A good chef always adds his own flair.
No, you're absolutely right.
Oh, Vicky's showing me a picture of that.
Dude,
that
doesn't
looks
look
so
amazing?
good.
I never thought of doing that, but it's such a great idea.
Oh, man. I wonder if there's a restaurant that serves that somewhere.
You know, speaking of, yesterday, was it 2 days ago, we talked about how Burger King and I can't remember what
That's
country.
Thailand. It was Thailand.
Thailand. They're
Yeah.
doing the ultimate cheeseburger, but there's no burger on it. It's just 20 slices of like that yellow cheese.
Yeah, the American cheese, yeah.
So my buddy does radio, and I think it's in Baltimore. My buddy Glenn Clark. Good dude, right?
Okay.
And he decided, you know what? I'm going to try this burger. Well, he just took 20 slices of cheese, put it on a bun, and ate it. And he gave his review. He says, "We did the thing. It was disgusting. I puked." Old Bay did not help.
Oh.
I guess they try. That's a very Baltimore thing or DC kind of a thing to use old band everything.
Oh, okay.
I saw some of the video of him trying it, and he's like, "This is just a bad idea."
Yeah. Oh man. And yet they're serving it in Thailand, meaning that people are like really eating that.
I guess that's a lot of cheese.
I wonder if it's just a joke in Thailand, and maybe nobody's ever buying it.
And they're like, let's play a stupid prank. We'll put it up and we'll talk about it, and then some dumb American's going to do it. And my dumb American friend, Glenn Clark, did it. Love you, Glenn.
Maybe they had a bet. How many days will it take for some stupid American radio person to try this?
Yep. And
then you see a bunch of guys in Thailand. I won. I said 3 days. Here we go.
That dude in Baltimore, he did it.
You know what's really surprising in that story is that you have a friend in radio. I don't know about this guy.
Well, he's a wrestling podcaster as well.
Ah, there we go. I knew there had to be some connection. I said, I've never heard of this guy in my life. How is he your buddy?
He's one of the hosts of Jobbing Out. The podcast that our buddy AJ Francis, formerly the Seahawks, used to be on, and I used to pop on there as well. He's a good dude.
I knew there was a connection and that I was missing.
But he does radio as well.
I know. You don't usually talk to anybody, so I was I was like, how do you know anybody? Oh, there you go.
I don't know anyone.
There we go.
I just know people who do dumb things, like my friend Glenn Clark.
Well, then that's why you know me.
Yes. All right. So this story kind of like I had to do a double take this morning when I first read it because I was like, what's going on? The headline is Richard Sherman is a candidate, and you remember Richard Sherman, of course.
Mediocre.
Seahawk, great.
Did he ever play football?
I don't know.
I know him from Stars on Mars. That's how I know him.
Popular with kids.
Richard Sherman.
Yeah. I mean, I think he had a career for a minute.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, also, here's the crazy part. So it says Richard Sherman is a candidate to replace Shannon Sharp on Undisputed with Skip Bayless.
Wow.
I bring this up because maybe some don't remember this. This was like one of the first moments where you realize Richard Sherman will just say whatever he wants and kind of he's the ultimate heel when it comes to sports, like celebrities, unless you're a Seahawks fan at the time. But it was like forever ago. I think he was going into his third season. He went on the show with Skip Bayless and Stephen Smith.
Yes, Stephen A. Smith. Yeah,
Stephen A. Smith, and just went off on Skip Bayless because Skip was like critical of him, saying he's not as good as Revis and all this kind of stuff. If you don't remember it, this was the incident that happened between Skip Bayless and Richard Sherman.
You have never accomplished anything. It's my second year in the NFL, going on my third. You tell me who's wrong.
I think I've accomplished more in my field than you have in yours, though you're just getting started.
So I'm the best, one of the best 22 players in the NFL. You're going to brush it off, but I don't think you're the best 22 anything in sports and in media and anything. I think you think more of yourself than you actually can prove.
Do you think you're better than Darrelle Revis is right now?
In my 24 years of life, I'm better at life than you.
Okay, let's not get personal here. I just want to know, do you think you're better than Darrelle Revis is right now?
I'm better than you.
Sign me up for this show. I hope they had that same energy. It's weird hearing Richard so young. I mean, he's still brash and kind of like, but he's so chill about it.
Yeah, it's a chill brash. And hey, congratulations to Skip and everybody involved saying this would be a hell of a pairing if we can get this done.
Oh my gosh, dude, I've never watched Skip Bayless other than clips that get shared on the internet or on social media. I would absolutely watch this. And I like what Richard Sherman's done with his podcast. I'm not like a religious listener of it, but like during the Seahawks season, I'll listen to it for his opinions on like what's going on with the Seahawks because it's cool to get a peek inside of his mind.
Yeah, he's and I actually thought he did a pretty decent job on Stars on Mars. But, he didn't last long. He lasted a couple of episodes, but I thought he did a pretty good job.
That actually would be a great pickup. And the two of them, what a dynamic! I think Skip Bayless is in his 70s, Richard Sherman's in his 30s.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Oh, those two will work together just like oil and water, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Who's better at life? Tune in and find out.
That should be like how they end every episode. Is like prove who's been better at life that day.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, good luck to both of them. Speaking of podcasts, a quick shout out again to KJ Wright. Continues to crush it with the KJ All Day podcast.
Yeah.
So we've talked about his interview with Luke Wilson. Recently had Jermaine Kearse on. Also, Cliff Avrill's been on. And they just talk about stuff that you're not going to get from most other like interview shows because, well, these players have they're very comfortable talking to KJ Wright because, KJ was their teammate. He was their boy. But man, it always goes down to that Super Bowl that they lost. And it's a fascinating listen, but sometimes you're just like, you hear it still. Like, you can just hear it in KJ Wright's voice that he's just not over that Super Bowl. Like, Cliff Avrill's just like, they were talking about it with him, and Cliff's like, whatever, we lost the Super Bowl. And And KJ's just like, "Are you mad about that?" He goes, "No, we won one the year before." So it was kind of funny to hear his perspective. Like he still wasn't, but he went into detail about that concussion that he got during that Super Bowl game. It's a really great listen. So I highly recommend checking out KJ all day. If you want to listen to, if you're a Seahawks fan, and especially look back on coming up on 10 years, the anniversary of them winning the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, are we old?
Yes.
Wow.
The answer is always yes.
And big shout out to KJ because he seems like my kind of guy. Because I still can't let go the Matt Hasselbeck Pittsburgh Steelers Super Bowl.
He needs to get Hasselbeck on.
Yeah.
He needs. I know he wasn't a player during those times, but it would be fun to talk to those guys as well.
Well, once he established himself as a really cool podcast dude, eventually you'll get other people on just than your peers. You'll have people just within the profession.
I'm just waiting for the Marshawn Lynch episode. Because that one's going to be good.
Oh, that's going to happen. Come on.
It's definitely going to happen.
Come on, Sean. You got to do that.
Powerball. You guys want to make some money?
Yeah. Oh,
apparently it's the third largest in the history of the game.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Because there was no winner chosen on Wednesday, so it's now at $875 million.
Joey D's, you going to go buy some?
I'm on it.
All right, cool.
I'm waiting until it hits the billion point because that's the largest was something like $2 billion. Remember that one?
Yeah. Well, Joey, buy 2 extra, and that'll be part of our pool. Because Steve, you know how it is. He's not going to share. He said.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
but true. Speaking of winning the lottery, I don't know. Is it winning the lottery or not? Congratulations to Phillip Rivers. Former quarterback in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
He just announced his wife. Pregnant with their 10th child.
I did not realize that he was that
he's
busy.
A baby maker. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, he's working on building his own football team, I think.
Wow, 10 kids.
I know he's rich, and they got millions upon millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Money is not an issue, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of children to deal with.
Now, they did those shows, with the Dugars or whatever, like all the kids they had. I would love a reality show to see how he manages that. And, I mean, really, with his money. Like, how do you manage 10 kids?
It's just announced Phillip Rivers is trying to make his comeback.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
he just wants to get away from the family.
I need to get more cash.
He says, I'll take XFL, CFL, NFL. Just get me away from my 10 children.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
I wonder how old his oldest is, too, because, I mean, man.
I don't know. Can someone maybe find that out?
Yeah, maybe 13-ish. I mean, because
it looks like teen-age years. What, are they just cranking one out every year?
That's what I was thinking, is maybe like every other year, then a year once in a while. I can't think there's more than a 2-year layoff.
21 years old is his oldest, it looks like.
Oh, 21?
Yeah.
Whoa. Same wife?
I think so.
Yeah. Baby mama.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing if his wife was the original with the 21-year-old and then still is having a new kid. That's an amazing amount of work.
And before this baby obviously is born, the youngest one as of now is 4 years old.
Okay.
So it's 4 to 21.
How old is his wife? How is she doing this? I mean, so many people.
Unprotected sex.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's why he turned down that Trojan condom.
Is she much
She's
younger?
41.
41, and look at this. Wow. And now I don't know if they went to clinics or if this is just like she's able to just, when you get to that age, it's not easy to do. And here she is, another one. Wow.
How big is their house? And how many bathrooms do they have?
Yeah. I mean, 21.
I feel like you got to have at least 8 bathrooms.
If you're like my grandparents who also had 10 children, you had a 2-bedroom house and a 1-bathroom for most of their life.
What, people living in the closets?
No, they just had bunk beds.
Yeah, that's how they did it.
Yeah, lived all over that house. And they made it work.
I got a feeling Richard,
probably more.
Phillip Rivers has more than 2 bedrooms and more than 1 bathroom.
Yeah, I remember that in my neighborhood, a family of 8.
Yep.
And I don't know how the girls were so lucky because there was only 2 of them, so they got their own room. But there were like 4 to 6 boys, and they had to figure that out with the other 2 rooms. Or I think there was 1 room.
I mean, Christmas must just be.
Oh, it's insane.
I want to know what they spend on Christmas.
You get nothing, is what I think happens. So you get one present.
Billionaire.
Oh well, yeah, him. Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about Phillip Rivers. I'm sure they're still doing it up.
How about the 21-year-old easily could have their own baby? Like if he had a baby, his brother and his son, would be like the same age hanging out.
Dude, when you do a family reunion, you got to pull out like an Excel sheet just to kind of figure out if everyone's been invited.
10 kids. All right, Phillip Rivers. Well, it turns out he can score.
What does he have? A party bus for a car?
Yeah.
How do you get anywhere with all the kids? I'm sure they're all not traveling together, but
they got to have more than one nanny, right?
I don't know.
I mean, come on, she can't be doing that all by herself, especially when her husband was doing football. He wasn't there for a long.
She has a 21-year-old to help with raise the kids.
Oh yeah, that's what the 21-year-old wants to do.
Hey. Yeah. You want to live in this nice house?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to live under this roof? You're going to take care of them babies.
Yeah. You got your 4-year-old little sister? Take care of her right now.
Wow. I mean, that's how it was back in the old days.
Hey, Mariners, they play tonight. They're at home taking on the Detroit Tigers. Hopefully the winning waves that was happening right before the All-Star break continue after the All-Star break.
Let's do it.
If you're looking for some fun and you want to yell at me tonight, come on over to SOS Pro Wrestling in Tacoma. I'll be wrestling tonight at Edison Square. It's going to be a blast. Money raised at the show go to Motley Zoo Animal Rescue, which is always awesome. And I'll be taking on the resident lifeguard on the island, Casey Rasselhoff.
What a great name.
Yeah, he's done tonight.
Oh, really? You think so?
Yeah, I'm going to take that whistle and shove it up something that's not
Whoa!
Fire it up, BJ. It's a big battle between me and the lifeguard.
I mean, that poor guy, he's got to eat, man. You're going to ruin that whole process.
He'll be farting whistles after I'm done with
farting whistles, everybody. There we go.
SOSProWrestling.com if you want to get information. It's going to be a great time. If you like drinking and yelling at people,
that's it.
It's the place to be in Tacoma. Also, thanks to Snoqualmie Casino for giving us the Migs report, and that's what's up.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
If there are 88 keys on a standard piano and 52 of them are white, how many of them are black?
Son of a...
Do that math.
26.
No.
36.
Yes!
There you go. Nice job, Mr. Math.
Not bad.
Good thing you had enough fingers.
And toes.
Yeah, that's it. You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, here it is. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Call State Farm agent Sierra Belleville in Bellingham today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hi, this is Tom Borthwick, the Diamond King. We have a huge selection in store, 10 times most places in Whatcom County. We have over 100 certified large diamonds in stock. We have trained staff that went to jewelry school. We offer huge discounts all the time, every day. We have 3 jewelers in our store. We want you to save time. We gift wrap everything and treat you kindly with knowledge. Thank you for shopping a family-owned small business that supports 9 families. We donate to over 50 charities per year. Thank you for being our customer, Borthwick Jewelry.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We've got our loud and local band of the week, and this week it's Hot Spring Water.
When a mother cries for love, you cry for hating. And you stand beneath the moon and you just howl. And you want to live your life, but you don't know how.
It's our loud and local band of the week, Hot Spring Water. If you want to get info about how their music can get to your ears, Steve will let you know.
Just put out a new record. It's called Of a Morning, so check that out. And next Saturday, not tomorrow, but this following week, on Saturday, July 22nd, they're going to be playing over at the Blue Moon.
And if you're loving local music, make sure you tune in on Sunday nights here at The Rock, starting at 8 o'clock. Oh, yeah, 2 hours of great Pacific Northwest music. Bands like Hot Spring Water.
To be Migs. I know I am, because we made it. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Daddy's jumping.
Friday. Getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
We made it through another week, you guys.
Yeah, we did.
The sun is shining. It's going to be what, like mid-80s this weekend?
It's going to be hot.
Woo! It's going to feel good. Let's get to our contestant. We have Brady on I-5. Brady, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, Steve, now get out.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Brady has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I think so.
What comedian co-stars alongside Jessica Simpson in the comedy Employee of the Month?
Dane Cook.
Yes. Let's Go Places is the slogan for what car manufacturer?
Pass.
Brownsville and Frisco are cities in what U.S. state?
Ohio.
No.
Michigan. Nebraska.
No. The zodiac sign Leo refers to what animal?
Lion.
Yes. What year did Chester Bennington pass away?
Pass.
Nick Carter was a member of which boy band?
NSYNC.
No.
Backstreet Boys.
Yes. The first fruit eaten on the moon was what?
Banana.
No.
Apple.
No.
Grapes.
No. Who both writes and stars in The Righteous Gemstones?
Kenny Powers. That's his name. Pass.
The sun sets in which direction?
West.
Yes. In the standard game of Scrabble, what is the value of the letter Q?
12.
No. You get 4 correct, Brady.
It's not horrible.
It's
not
also,
great.
yeah, it's not even right down the center. Hey, we were trying to be nice, okay? It's Friday.
Yeah, we were.
You never know. Steve could be already thinking about the weekend, thinking about his match tonight.
Oh, yeah.
His brain could not be here.
I close my eyes, all I see is Casey Rasselhoff.
That's right.
It's going down tonight.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What comedian co-stars alongside Jessica Simpson in the comedy Employee of the Month?
Dane Cook?
Yes. Let's Go Places is the slogan for what car manufacturer?
I'm going to go Honda.
No.
Toyota?
Yes.
Ooh.
Brownsville and Frisco are cities in what U.S. state?
California?
No.
Ohio?
No.
Brownsville and Frisco. go Tennessee.
No.
Oh.
The zodiac sign Leo refers to what animal?
A lion.
Yes.
Yes.
What year did Chester Bennington pass away?
Oh, crap. 2019?
No.
2016?
No.
2017?
Yes. Nick Carter was a member of which boy band?
98 Degrees.
No.
Oh, okay, good. Backstreet Boys?
Yes. The first fruit eaten on the moon was what?
Apple.
No.
Banana.
No.
Pineapple.
No.
Wow.
Who both writes and stars in the Righteous Gemstones?
Who what?
Who both writes and stars in the Righteous Gemstones?
What's his name? Danny McBride.
Yes. Yeah. The sun sets in which direction?
The west.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 7 correct, which is a big win. 7 to 4.
Yeah. Sorry, Brady. Weekend starts, Rasselhoff.
Well, good. Nice game, Steve.
Thank you, my friend. There you go.
Sorry, Brady.
Yeah. Well, it's not looking good for what's his Hasselhoff? Rasselhoff. Oh, Rasselhoff. I'm sorry. KC Rasselhoff. There we go. Tonight, SOS Pro Wrestling. Not looking good for you, Mr. Rasselhoff. Nope. He's done Dundee, BJ.
Or are you getting all of your winning energy out too soon?
Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't think about that.
Don't put that out in the universe.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, you can't be counting all your chickens and getting all excited. Rasselhoff is not like using energy to play Beat Migs. He's probably resting up, meditating,
Yeah, he's definitely he's resting up. Yeah. Yeah, look at this Casey Rasselhoff.
Oh, yeah, that dude is like, he's definitely resting up.
He's probably surfing already somewhere or something.
Yeah,
he looks like, mahalo, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Does anyone know Brownsville and Frisco are cities in what U.S. state?
I do believe that's Texas.
It sure is. Oh, yeah. And the first fruit eaten on the moon?
Is it an orange?
No. It's
so you're laughing at me while I'm answering pineapple. Like as if I'm the dum-dum and you got to...
Well, yeah. I mean, you are the dum-dum because you got to go with apple, banana, orange. I mean, you got to give those three a shot.
I thought you said plain apple. And I was like, you already guessed apple.
No,
why you
pineapple.
Plain apple?
Maybe we had some pizza and they wanted to put it on there, right, Danny?
You know what? After plain apple, you're not the dum-dum.
It wasn't apple or pineapple or plain apple. It was peaches.
Peaches.
Some nice canned peaches.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's canned. I didn't even think about that. I'm thinking they actually brought it on the moon. Like, hey, let's just keep an apple in the cupboard. No, canned peaches makes sense.
Well, congratulations, Steve.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Okay, I know you're thinking, man, it's been a rough week. Maybe you're having problems at work, relationship issues, any other random problem. We're here for you, right? We got advice. We got it for you. Call us, text us right now, 206-803-ROCK. It's Help Wanted. We're going to do that after perhaps the greatest band in the universe. And it's 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
All right, folks, listen up. Before we all clock out for Labor Day weekend, I have an announcement. Sleep levels are way down this quarter, so I'm recommending we shop Casper's incredible Labor Day sale to get our bedtimes back on track. They're offering up to 20% off everything site-wide. That's right, people. Everything from mattresses to blankets to pillows. Even nightlights for those of you who are still afraid of the dark. Looking at you, Bill. Let's visit Casper.com or a store nearby through September 4th to save on better rest and stop napping on the job. Exclusions apply. See Casper.com/promo.
Is your relationship going sideways?
Have a family issue? Problems with your coworker?
Do you need advice? We're here to help. No problem is too dumb. No dilemma is too silly. This is Help Wanted with BJ and Migs.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So what is Help Wanted? Well, for years, we've been getting lots of phone calls, texts, messages from Rockaholics. And they're like, man, can you help me out? They want advice. Here's what I know. They know that we have issues.
Yeah.
They figure that maybe we've just experienced this. Maybe they can benefit from it. And so if it's a relationship problem, a problem at work, anything else, it does not matter if you think it's dumb. We are here for you. Call us, text us, 206-803-ROCK. That's 206-803-ROCK. Call us, text us.
All right. We have one from a younger listener of the show. You guys want to start with that? I always forget that we have people.
Yeah, how young?
3 years old, actually.
Oh, look at this. Tatum is writing in finally. Go, my father's an idiot. What can I do about this?
He makes these stupid sounds and farts all the time, and he thinks it's hilarious. Mom and I think he's a moron.
Can I get a new dad? Do you guys know where I can get one?
From a 17-year-old listener of the show.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, look at this. We're here for you.
Hey, guys, I could use some help for Help Wanted. I'm 17, and my mom is my best friend, but I can't stop yelling at her. for invading my privacy. I just learned that she's read all of my journals since I was 9 years old.
Why would she tell you that?
She also has figured out my passwords to my emails, my social media accounts, all that kind of stuff. She goes through my text messages. I've now stopped writing, which is my only outlet of expression because of her snooping. She says I hurt her feelings when I yell at her, but I've reached the end of my rope. I've had calm conversations with her about this, and she always says that she'll stop, but she never does. She has no reason to snoop. How can I keep this from ruining our relationship? Time for a new mom. No, it's not you.
Yeah. This is tough. This is very, very tough because I don't know if there's a dad that can be there to be an advocate. Joey D's, do you know that I think that I might have saved or at least helped the relationship with you and Mom? Do you know the intervention that I had?
No idea.
Yeah, no idea. That's okay. Because I look like the bad guy, kind of, sort of. But when I told you to get out of the house, which, I mean, I just didn't kick you out. I made sure that you had, that you were able to do it. I saw that your mom was not digging you just being a dude, like being a young dude. She couldn't take it anymore. She was just like, I can't believe he's living like this. She thought there was a problem. But me, having been a young dude, I was like, okay, she has no idea. This is just him being him. And she just doesn't, you shouldn't see how the sausage is made. And so I knew if you left the house.
Don't click on those thumbnails.
Don't do that. I just knew that
unless there's step.
If you got out of the house, that would solve a lot of the issues. She would not see you every day like, being a messy young kid like you are. And she would then be very happy to see you when she did. And she'd see you when you were dressed and clean. Like she wouldn't see your room. I just really thought this will be a great thing. I need to get you out of the house.
So what you're saying now is Joe can move back in because Mom's not in the house.
Well, you'll have to talk to Sarah about that.
I'm out.
Big thumbs up. Sarah says you can move back.
What? Oh yeah, where? What? He's going to live with you and J-Rub's downstairs. He's not getting upstairs. That's my domain.
The upstairs bedroom, I guess, is available. She says.
So why did I tell this story? I think that you need to get out of that house as soon as you can.
Yes.
And then you'll have a great relationship. You'll still have a great relationship with your mom, but it'll be forced privacy. If I was your mom's friend, I would pull her aside and tell her how wrong she is. You're angry for a good reason, but unfortunately, nobody ever responds well to anger. I know this. Look, even though I know this, I still use anger as a response to when I'm wrong. And even if I'm right about being wrong, nobody ever responds well. Nobody ever empathizes with me when I'm angry.
Right. The attention stops being about what you're angry about.
Yeah.
It's the anger, and understandably so.
And human beings don't like to believe they're the villain of their own story. And parents will never, ever think that what they're doing is wrong, even though what your mom's doing is very wrong.
The part that sucks is when she said that's my only outlet of expression. So that's like something that helps keep her head on straight.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to do it because, Mom's probably going to read it when you go to dinner with your friends or whatever. It'd be like kind of cringing every time you leave the house thinking, what's she going to look at next?
So use my example. I helped out Joe financially because I knew that he couldn't do it on his own, but I knew that he needed to be out of the house. So I was willing to help him pay for an apartment in order for his relationship with my wife, his mom, so that it would be good. Because my wife just couldn't help herself. She just, she never lived. She was an only child. She never lived with a young brother to see how brothers are, to see how boys are when they grow up. And it's not just boys, but some people just are messy.
Yeah.
That's how they don't care. They are happy with their environment. But you know what? If you're a person that has your house, you've been taking care of it, it's your place, you walk in and you see a room that looks like a destruction zone, which is Joe, no doubt about it, at least back then.
And we don't know now. That's probably why he doesn't invite any of us to his place. Yeah. He doesn't want us to see how he lives.
Danny and I have been to his place. We had a pre-funk one time.
And what did it look like?
It looks good.
Is it clean?
Yeah, but at that point, he knew we were coming over, so he really had to clean. I agree with you, Steve.
So he disposed of all the dead bodies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had to.
Wow,
he
Joe.
had a bunch of skeletons.
Joe, they are. I'm giving you credit, and they're not.
I didn't show anyone the closet on purpose. That's wrong.
And it took him 6 years to clean this, so I finally Danny could go into this place and look at it.
Yeah.
So what you're saying then for this, because she's 17, obviously it's going to be tough to move out at 17. You probably have to wait till you're 18. So when she turns 18, you'll be willing to help her get an apartment, BJ? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, is that what I'm saying?
I thought that's what you said.
Is that? Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's why if you've got any relatives, any adults, any
radio personalities,
any non-radio personality, but if you can find somebody that can help you, because that's the best thing. I mean, obviously, look, you know me, I love the T word, therapy. But your mom, it's great that she's your best friend, but really, I got to tell you something. You can think that she's your best friend, but a parent should never think that they're your best friend. They have to be your parent. That's what they have to be first, and they should never go to the friend zone.
Until
You can, that's fine.
I think at a point, there comes a point when you're on your own, you're living and you're independent. That in your 20s or 30s even, then that could be a best friend.
You're still a parent, Steve.
Oh, sure, but I don't think parents have to do it that much. At least I think about my parents. They really haven't they haven't had to be a parental figure and help me with stuff in decades.
Well, but what I think is you remember that you're a parent. Yeah, they don't have to help, but there is that sort of unofficial sort of they're always going to be there for you. And look, here's the one thing your friends can never do. Every once in a while, I don't care how old you are, your mom and your dad go, oh my gosh, you need me to treat you and give you the love and the nurturing as if you were a 10-year-old, because this is a big problem in your life. Like you're experiencing something huge. You need the love that only a parent can do to make it better. And they know how to do. Good parents know how to do that. Like you'll just know. I mean, and maybe you've had those moments and didn't even realize, oh my God, my parents are really being cool right now. Where even though you're like a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old, there's that moment where they go, come here, sweetheart. It's that even though they might be 80.
My friends do that for me as well.
Oh, do they really?
And also my friends, if I'm acting a fool with my buddy Munson, once took his belt off and said, I have to turn this car around.
I had no idea that.
Yeah.
I had
That's
no
how
idea
our friends
that.
work.
I had no idea that your hockey buddies were like spanking parental kind of figures in your life.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There is that, and that's the problem. Is that you as the child, you can do and cross the line sometimes. You kind of get to do that as a kid, and a parent's got to deal with it. But a parent should never cross the line. That's the difference.
And does your mom work for the CIA? How is she figuring out all your passwords and stuff? Or are you just giving out bad passwords?
1, 2, 3, 4 is pretty easy to find out.
My mom's a Snoop 69.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, how is she figuring this crap out?
Yeah, but here's the important thing. You're not wrong for being angry, but unfortunately being angry is something that no one's ever going to hear. So they always say in therapy, show them your sadness, not your anger. So really that's what it is. You're sad that your mom doesn't respect your privacy and doesn't listen to you. That's really what's going on, but the anger is there first before you get to that sadness.
So you should have this song on cue at any time in the house.
Yeah, that will put you in sadness mode. You're right. Put the sad Hulk music. Dude, I need that.
You read my journal.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That's my expression.
You stole the clothes off my clothesline. Those are my favorite pants, Bill Bixby. And by the way, if you're not basically 45 or older, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
No clue.
But it's the greatest show ever. I mean, he was the biggest thief. He stole clothes at the end of every episode. That was the moral of the story. Steal clothes because you're the Hulk.
All right, here, we got another texter. Someone says, hey, guys, can you help me out? We have a monthly game night at our house.
Woo, now I'm here.
My wife invited a male coworker who is single. Should I be concerned? Thanks, Adam.
What?
Yeah, she's totally going to have sex with them at the game night.
Well, yeah, on the table. That's the game.
Are they playing Naked Twister?
Yeah.
If not, don't be worried.
Yeah, it's that new game they're playing, Settlers of Sexton. But that's what exactly. Well,
hide the salami. It's a fun game, guys.
Yeah, from the makers of Hungry Hippos. It's hide the salami. Actually, dude, why haven't they made that game? Seriously, Steve, they should. You know what, Mattel, get on this. Come on.
Oh, because that's what Mattel wants to have is a new line of adult games.
Hide the salami.
Fun ways to have sex with people.
Hey, Spencer's would sell it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, they would. How many people are at the game night? If it's just your wife and this guy, yeah, that's a problem.
What's the game? We're going to play 7 Minutes in Heaven?
It's a coworker. He's single. Yeah.
I don't think you need to be concerned.
Actually, you do.
About what?
That you need to go get help. No, seriously, dude. I mean, he needs to go get help because he's got jealous vibes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he needs to go get help because if you... here's what I'm thinking.
Your wife's tired thinking I'm doing something nice. He doesn't have anyone to hang out with.
Well, and especially, it depends how many people are there. It's probably like a game night is usually multiple people.
Here's
I don't know.
I mean, Steve doesn't know. Steve never heard me.
I played Cranium once with some friends.
Yeah, that's it. Steve was really given a lot of great games, and he doesn't play them.
Yeah,
I don't even know where they are.
Yeah, I know. You got Sushi Go, and I wanted that copy, and you still don't know where it is. I'm so mad at you.
Yeah, it's probably in the trash.
It's a good game. I would have taken it. I needed a travel version, and I thought I was going to get yours, and then you couldn't find it. I'm so bummed. Because when you said you got it, I'm like, this is so awesome. I'm going to get that game, just like you gave me other things that you don't use.
Yep, never got it.
Damn it.
Hey, at least you got my thing.
I don't know what that means, but I'm just going to let I got your thing. You mean the ShoWare, the Echo Show?
Yeah.
How about I remembered what you were talking about? I love that. I'm still using it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I thought Sushi Go was going to go my way. It didn't happen. Here's the thing. You're screwed either way, sir. Here's why. If your wife's cheating on you, and this is how she's doing
That's a ballsy move.
There's nothing you can do.
Right.
Your relationship's over. So even if you came back to me and said, BJ, you were wrong, it turns out my suspicions were correct, it doesn't matter. You're screwed. You're in a situation where you have a partner that's going to lie to you and pull these moves. You're effed if it's true. If it's not true, you're letting something affect your brain that will actually ruin your marriage.
Yes. Yes, I mean, if that's the way that was your first thought was, should I be concerned? Like, well, I would never even have thought that. Like, if my wife's like, if we were the type that had game nights, and she's like, oh, one of the guys at work, I invite him. I'm like, cool. What does he like to eat? Or something like that. Like.
Well, now that you ask, honey,
tuna. He loves tuna.
Okay, there we go. He loves Sushi Go, honey.
Someone said she's probably trying to hook him up with one of her friends. Probably. Dude needs to chill and trust his wife or not be married.
No, see, I think he
forgot about that matchmaker thing. That does happen.
That could be.
I think he should just get revenge and invite one of his single coworkers.
Co-workers?
Co-workers, yeah.
You know what? In that case, I'll come over anytime.
Babe, this is my hoe worker.
Great name. I love hoe worker. I want to be called a hoe worker.
The best Freudian slip ever.
Woo! Yes. That's it, baby. Convention, Danny. Tell them our morning convention, hoe worker is the new thing. We came up with it.
Okay, yes. I
want an iPad. I want a free iPad.
Do we do that during the women's forum?
Yeah, that's the best place to do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just making sure.
I think I'm going to stand up at every seminar and go, where's my free iPad? Hoe worker. Hashtag hoe worker. Yeah, I think we've given the best advice on that.
Chill the F out?
Well, yeah, and I mean, at the end of Help Wanted, I always say go talk to somebody. It is important that you talk to somebody you trust, who's neutral, who also maybe has a brain in their head. And look, sometimes it can be like somebody at your church. Sometimes it could be a counselor somewhere. If you were in high school, it would be a guidance counselor. There are people that are really good at sitting, listening, and being very neutral and helping you out. If you have friends like that, it's so valuable. I have people like that in my life that when I am spinning and ready to jump off a cliff, they will look at me and go, dude, sorry, I don't see it the way you do. Mm-hmm. And because I trust them, even though I'm triggered and I'm in this emotional state where I believe I'm right and there's no way I'm wrong, at least my brain goes, this person won't lie to you to be mean to you, which means maybe they're right.
Right.
And when you're reasonable, it's easy to see another viewpoint. When you're triggered and massively in an emotional state, and by the way, spoiler alert, every human has this, believe me, we get emotionally compromised. It's important to have people you trust that can pull you out of that emotional compromise that you have so that you can see the truth. And you need people like that in your life, sir. So hopefully you can find one. As I say, of course, therapy is, that's what therapists do, those folks.
Oh, so I just texted that says your wife is totally going to cheat on you. Sign the single guy that's banging your wife.
Nice.
That's awesome. He was listening.
It does fix things. We're a big show. You knew that we were going to be connected to everybody.
That's true.
Yeah, and so that's what us hoe workers are all about.
Number one with hoe workers.
Yeah, baby. Speaking of women and money and hoe workers, actually, we weren't speaking of any of those. There is a woman though who is offering up $5,000 to whoever can find her a husband. Well, how about this guy's wife? You're going to hear from her at 7:47. On The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another listener question. How do I rebuild my credit after filing bankruptcy?
You rebuild it, one creditor at a time by making your payments on time on your rent or your mortgage, by continuing to make car payments on a car that you keep during your case. You can also, as I said, you can almost always get a credit card almost immediately after filing bankruptcy. Sometimes it's a secured card, and it'll almost always have a really high interest rate on it. But you could get a small balance credit card and charge a tank of gas or a dinner once a month on that and make the payment, pay it off every month, and that'll help you build a credit history one creditor at a time, and will help you rebuild your credit over time.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Discover credit cards automatically double all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year, which means... Wait, hold up. Question for the audio engineer.
Go ahead.
Did I read that right? Discover automatically doubles all your cash back?
Yeah, that's what the script says.
So if I get a Discover card right now, I can earn twice the cash back.
Apparently. Wait! Unlimited first-year cash back match. Only from Discover. See terms and learn more at discover.com/match.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hi, this is Tom Borthwick, the Diamond King. We have a huge selection in store, 10 times most places in Whatcom County. We have over 100 certified large diamonds in stock. We have trained staff that went to jewelry school. We offer huge discounts all the time, every day. We have 3 jewelers in our store. We want you to save time. We gift wrap everything and treat you kindly with knowledge. Thank you for shopping a family-owned small business that supports 9 families. We donate to over 50 charities per year. Thank you for being our customer, Borthwick Jewelry.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, you may want to go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. Check out this woman who went to TikTok, said, hey, man, I got $5,000. $5,000 for anybody out there that can help me find a husband. Here she is talking about it.
So I made this bet with my boss like a couple years ago, and I've now added my best friend, her husband, and a couple other friends. But I feel like I'm just going to open it up to the general public because I'm good for it. So the bet/offer is if you introduce me to my husband and I marry him, I will give you $5,000. You know, I'm treating it like a referral fee, like any other job where you would have a referral fee. For example, in my own profession as a lawyer, if I bring in another lawyer, you know, I would get a referral fee for bringing them in because they assume that as I'm a decent lawyer, that I would be able to bring in other good candidates.
Okay. A person like myself, and you really have to go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. Take a look at this woman. She doesn't look like a person that really needs any help getting someone to at least go up to her and have a conversation. She looks well put together. She looks like to me, I think, look, if she's at a bar,
she gets hit on. I'm sure she definitely gets hit on.
Yeah, if she's at a bar, there's no reason why you wouldn't approach her. So I'm trying, and she says she's a lawyer. So okay, here's somebody that obviously has got a good job. If you're a lawyer, you've had to really put in a lot of time with education and commitment. So, and you look like you look good. You look like you're somebody that has everything together. I don't know what is she hoping to accomplish going on TikTok for this? Because I mean, I feel like it's not a good it's not a good look. You know, the optics of this seems a little weird to me.
I don't know. I think she's. If I found out, like, hey, our friend, I think her name's Eve. It's like Eve said, if you can find her a man that she'll marry, they'll give you $5,000. I'd be like, oh, let me go hit up some of my single friends. But I think she's probably just done with the dating world. Like, I mean, like you said, like I'm sure she's an attractive woman. I'm sure she gets hit on a lot, but she probably gets hit on by people. Maybe they're a bunch of losers or wasn't vibing them or just like what I hear. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about this, but I hear the dating scene these days completely blows.
For who? Both or men and women?
All of the above.
Okay.
Because it's just the world that we live in now where everything is like the grass is always greener because there's all these apps, there's all these different. As soon as you meet somebody, there's like 17 other people that want to meet you as well. So it's a weird game that I think that's being played. So maybe she thinks, hey, one of my friends will be able to find me someone that's better than someone I can find on an app. And I'll give you $5,000 for it. Kind of strange, but you know what? If I had single friends and I knew her, I sure as hell would try and. I'm like, you know what? John would be perfect, only because I want that $5,000.
Yeah, you don't think you'd be setting up John? I think there's a red flag with this. Like something's off with her because I don't see. If you tell me here she is, here's her credentials, here's what she does for a living, I feel like she seems like she's a great person to get to know. I mean, I don't need to pay anybody anything. It seems just be her, just who she is, how she looks, and what she does for a living. At least is enough to me to go, hey, she seems like an interesting person. Let me get to know her.
I think there's also stories about guys being intimidated by people who are in positions of success and make a lot of money. So, I mean, there's a lot of factors that I don't.
Danny won't even talk to me because of that.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. It's very intimidating.
Unless she's by a pool. If that's her pool, man, that's the selling point right there.
Wait, that's her place?
I don't know.
Or is she on vacation?
It looks maybe
that's
vacation.
Her food.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, look,
she's cute.
I know. I mean, she like so physically. Look, as guys are, you look at someone physically. There's no reason why someone wouldn't approach her. That's not the problem. She's got a great job, and to me, if you're a lawyer, you got to put in a lot to get there. So.
Maybe high standards. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I say there's a red flag. I'm not sure that she might be the easiest person to be with,
dude. Well, the texture's so right. BJ, introduce Joey to her, and then you'll get the money. Oh, there you go. Joey's the answer.
Oh, Joey, we can make a quick $5,000.
Make a $5,000. Well, and Joey will be making a lot more than that because now he'll be married to a lawyer.
Yeah, look, I would love that. I was hoping my kids would do something with their lives. I was hoping they'd be like a Justin Bieber so I could retire. That didn't happen.
So says, hell, I'll marry her if she'll help me with my divorce, LOL. I don't know if she's a divorce lawyer, but why not?
Yeah. Well,
what if you, like, someone texted out a good point. Like, what if I introduce myself to her and then we get married? Does she have to give me the $5,000?
Well,
yeah, definitely.
I feel like at the point you're taking it from your own fund. I think but okay. I guess if you're one of those couples that go, this is my pot of money, this is your pot of money, you give me my $5,000. I got a lot of stuff I want to do.
And we give people finder's fees to, if you find them a home or find them the new gym or this. Why not find them a man? Find her a man. $5,000.
Yeah, Steve, I did like your original point that the dating apps and the whole scene, I think, is really tough. I do like the tried and true method where you really get to, like, in person, get introduced or whatever. I think that actually might be a cool way to do it these days.
I like the old-fashioned way of friends introducing them to you, and then they make $5,000 from it. Personally,
that's all. I didn't know that. They call that matchmaking, I think. And if you can be like that Patty that has that show,
I always wonder with like the whole dating app thing, because now like you basically are narrowing it down to somebody that you feel like is the perfect match for you, and it doesn't seem like that always works out that well. Like I think there needs to be an opposites attract that makes a relationship work. Obviously, you don't want to be complete opposites, but I think sometimes people are just trying so hard to find someone that like checks all the boxes of everything that you like. Oh, yeah. And I don't know, man. I feel like that sometimes it doesn't work out all that well.
At this stage, I married a complete opposite, and unfortunately, at this stage, there are moments where it's fantastic and moments where it's a beating.
Of course.
Yeah.
Look, there are times where I'm like, I wish my wife liked wrestling. I'd like to watch some right now, but she doesn't. And what am I going to get mad about that? I guess that's. I also don't like some of the things that she wants to watch or the things that she's interested in, but I like that she's interested in them. Like I'm not a CrossFit person whatsoever, but she is obsessed with it. She loves it, watches the competitions, she coaches it. She's all, and she tells me about everything that happens during the day. And I'm like, this is not my world. I would not want to do it, but I love that she's passionate about it.
Yeah. And I have learned a lot because of being with an opposite. There are things in my life, like pretty much I think all of the stuff that makes me, I guess, a deeper person, I give to my wife, because otherwise I would only be talking about baseball cards and Star Wars. But luckily, because of all the stuff
miss that BJ, man.
Oh, yeah, missing the guy?
Oh, I'd love to go to lunch with that BJ again. Just kidding.
What are the chances, though, she's just trying to be TikTok famous? I always suspect that when anybody goes on TikTok, I feel like, are they just trying to be TikTok famous? She's a lawyer. She looks amazing. I feel like, is she trying to be
thing, maybe?
Is she just trying to be TikTok famous?
It could be. I mean, there's a very good chance of that.
And that irritates me, to be honest.
It looks like she has attempted to, like, she's documented her Hinge and Bumble dates and stuff, and she's tried to find hacks to get you seen by more Hinge profiles.
Oh, so she's got an agenda.
So there might be, but maybe she's trying all these things. It's not working, and she's 30-something and wanting to get married.
And the way you just made that sound is she's trying to help other people find people in a way.
It kind of sounds like it's both. Like she's trying these hacks and seeing if they work, and if they work, then other people can use them.
See, I'm so jaded. I don't believe this is
I feel like this is going to be turned into a really bad Netflix movie.
Right.
Oh, hey, listen, let's get Adam Sandler in charge.
So it says she's a strong and independent woman. Men are probably intimidated by her or trying to control her. That's usually what happens with women in high demand and high-paying careers.
Well, okay. I don't know but here's the problem. I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. I mean, granted, nobody wants to be controlled. I understand that. And, intimidated by high demand, there is something to be said about that. And because of the fact that women have been allowed to evolve and change. And according to this author, Terrence Real, who's written a lot of books about this, men have not been given the same chance to evolve and change. And that's not blaming anybody. That's just, unfortunately, men still are, in a lot of ways, given the same rules that we've always been given, whether it's, subconsciously, consciously. And so where women have changed and become more full beings, they're saying that, at least this guy's saying, men have not. And that's really a problem for men, whereas we're still stuck in the same stereotype because of how we were raised. And that's a problem. And that might be one of the reasons why these fuller women are not able to find dudes that are really fuller dudes, because we're getting stunted in our growth. And he's saying we need to really have men go through the same kind of change and evolution as women got to go through. And so that could be part of it.
We need to just get Joe. Joe, you got to reach out to her.
Yep. I'm in, dude.
I'm all for that.
Win.
He's got great pickup lines.
I never get the people who get intimidated by someone making more money than them. Like, if my wife was, obviously works at home, she's a stay-at-home mom, but like when she was working, if she was making more than me, I'd be like, hell yeah. The only pressure, I'd be like, I don't want to get in trouble for spending her money. Like I make dumb purchases and I'm like, you know what? Where bills are paid. It's not like I'm like saying, I feel like I could afford to like maybe buy a t-shirt from time to time. Whereas I'd feel maybe a little more guilty if I knew it was the money that she was making.
Yeah, in my situation, my wife has never worked, never really had, once we started rolling, I mean, when we were dating and stuff like that, she had a job, but eventually we both made the agreement she was going to be a stay-at-home mom. But because of everything she did, I was able to do what I did. And I look at it like she's like half responsible for my success. Like, and all the money that's come into the house, she's as responsible as I am, because I couldn't have done what I did if she didn't do what she did. And it was an agreement we made. So I never look at it like, well, I'm the one that made all the money. You didn't do anything. That's not true.
Oh, yeah. No, I can buy whatever she wants, so long as she proposes it on like a nice, well-written proposal.
Of course, it's got to be Excel spreadsheet.
Notarized.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Make sure she goes through the proper paperwork. I mean, you got to go to the town. I mean, you got to do that. So I don't. Sorry, Danny. That's right. We got to get going, because we got this dude that got very, very mad at his neighbor, and his name is not BJ. So let's just cut that number down right now. Bless you.
Thank you.
A dude did get mad at his neighbor and accused him. That's why Steve's laughing. He saw what this is.
I just think it's hilarious when Vicky sneezes all the time.
Well, I think it's hilarious when a guy accuses his neighbor of being a cat pervert.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Man, I don't know what to say. I've had problems with my neighbors before, and maybe my neighbors have had problems with me. But
yes.
You got to check out these videos on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com, because there's a dude in San Diego, and he put up a video that we do have that shows where his neighbor accusing him of being a cat pervert because the neighbor's cat likes to go in his backyard. So
he's mad that his cat is going in someone else's yard because he feels that neighbor is a cat pervert.
Yeah, that's what's going on. And so the person I think who's posting this video is the one that's being accused of being the cat pervert.
Yeah.
And he's I can get it. He's like, what is happening in my life that somebody thinks this is what I am?
You're upset because we made friends with your cat, sir?
You're keeping it in your
No,
yard.
I'm not.
It's our cat.
I'm not even in my yard right now. What am I doing? The gate's open.
You're unreasonable people. You're holding our cat.
How? I'm not even in there. I want you to explain how.
Go in your yard and say, Mercury, go home. Don't come in our yard anymore.
She
They
will
want
not
you
listen.
to...
She's a cat. She doesn't speak English.
Oh, really? This doesn't mean go home?
No.
Huh?
Hand signals don't mean anything. It's a cat, dude.
Really? Okay. Cat pervert.
Wow.
I know he's doing like this shush thing.
Dude, this old dude is doing the shush thing. Then he's got the wife next to him, I think is participating in the delusion. And this guy...
proof that you can find love. This guy has someone with him who believes that he's right in being mad at his neighbor for being, quote, a cat pervert.
Why am I in therapy? Even I'm not doing stuff like that. Even I wouldn't have that conversation with somebody. Like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. You know, your cat, if it's an outdoor cat, guess what? They're going to go where they go. That's what they do.
This guy's jealous of his neighbor because his cat clearly likes the neighbor better than him.
I can see why. I mean,
he's like, guys,
yeah.
I know I don't speak English, but I got to tell you something real quick.
Oh,
my owner and his wife, they're insane. Can I stay here?
And then he just ups it with the final statement, you're a cat pervert. Okay. Here's more from this lovely neighbor accusing this dude of being a cat pervert.
I've done nothing to bring this dude. He's lost it. He's lost it.
You know what? There's a crime about you harboring my cat.
What crime is that?
It's against the law.
What crime is that?
It's called harboring an animal.
I can understand being angry if my cat was in your yard. You're angry because your cat is in my yard.
You
really
can
good
send
point.
my cat home.
No, I can't. I don't speak cat, dude.
I love this guy.
And I love the guy is still fighting, obviously not caring or aware that he's being recorded, which immediately you got to know, dude, you're going to go on the internet. Do you know that? Do you know you're going to be an internet sensation for being an idiot?
He's probably like, what's the internet?
Yeah, probably doesn't even know.
This is yet again why we need like a Yelp for neighbors. That way you know who you're going to be living with before you move in.
I have a therapy session today. I might fire my therapist and go, dude, I think there are people out there right now that are not in therapy and they're able to live and nobody's coming to arrest them. I think I'm going to try. I'm going to try it on my own. I'm going to just try to live on my own for a little bit here.
Is that what was it? He said you're harboring an animal?
Yeah, that's the crime, harboring an animal.
Because the cat is climbing your fence and hanging out in your backyard.
The young
pets the cat. He's probably nice to the cat.
The younger dude makes a good point. Usually the complaint is your animal is in my yard.
Right.
But he's complaining, no, the animal's in the other. It's the cat owner complaining
He's
about
jealous.
That. Yeah, I guess why. But honestly, sir, look in the mirror. Do you think any human or cat would like to hang with you? You're a crazy person. No.
You know, I'm going to have to remember this whenever one of my neighbors annoys me. Yeah, at least they're not accusing me of being a cat pervert.
That's
not yet. You're right. But no, dude, I wouldn't let a cat hang out in my backyard. I'd be doing the hand thing.
Hey, here's a shocker. Maybe you just don't let the cat out of the house if you want to make sure, because like you don't have the way to. You can't keep cats in. Cats they go where they want to go. I don't care how big the fence is. Cats figure it out.
Oh no, they'll climb that fence.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Cats go where they want to go, and whatever.
Like, sorry, sir. I think your cat just hates you.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the problem. If you have outside cats, there's a chance they ain't coming back. That happened to me. We had 2 cats, and eventually both of them never came back. And unfortunately, I think
it's because you were a cat pervert.
I think it was the cat perverts got them, or maybe birds of prey or some other animal. I mean, usually that's what happens is cats. They walk into a bad situation, but that's what they do when you let them out. They just run around and they hang out, and they do like what cats do, like the whatever.
After one too many White Claws, your son becomes a cat pervert. That's a different kind of cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. So we've had a lot of talk about artificial intelligence, and will it be used for the forces of good or not?
I did hear that some of the artificial intelligence, the way that they're having them learn things is they watch YouTube, like us humans.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is pretty funny. So if an artificial intelligence robot knows how to change a tire, it might be because it learned it on YouTube.
I got to tell you this. A lot of you folks are not Asimov fans like I am, but Isaac Asimov introduced a great concept when it came to robots, and it was the 3 laws of robotics, which basically protected humans. This was their hard wiring that no matter what would happen, the robot would always run through these 3 laws, and and that basically made sure that they would never harm humans no matter what. It would be the laws. And we better do this with ChatGPT and all the AIs. Give them these Asimov laws so that we've got to, because Skynet wouldn't happen if we had the Asimov laws in place.
What are the laws exactly? Because I feel like in every like kind of robot movie. It's like, oh, we must not harm humans. However, we need to protect them. We can protect them by killing them all.
Yeah,
that's rule number one. You do not kill us.
But there's that loophole in their programming.
That's the problem, which is why the first law of robotics would not let them do that, which is I will not harm any human.
Well, that's the dumb thing. No, we do not say do not harm or do not protect humans. Just say you do not kill humans. And let's make it very black and white.
I guess whatever you want to do, Asimov's law is definitely intended for that.
Law number 2, leave Steve alone.
Now, none of you guys are going to watch it, but if you're a geeky sci-fi person, this particular set of laws was on display in the 1958-ish, 59-ish movie Forbidden Planet with Leslie Nielsen.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
and you didn't see that movie. It had an amazing creation at the time, Robbie the Robot. And if you see this, you'll know what this robot looks like. It's a very iconic robot. But the laws were featured in that. And I won't spoil the movie for you, but because of those laws of robotics, it actually was a big part of what the movie was about and what happened. We need that because... You know what? These guys are out of control.
What happened now?
Well, they're singing Johnny Cash songs, or they're having Johnny Cash sing songs that Johnny never sang.
Oh, so they're using artificial intelligence. We've heard about this where, like, now you can go on, there's, like, websites where you can, like, find, like, you can type in text and it'll talk like The Rock, or it'll talk, I mean, we saw some of these sites and it was like, they need some work. But some of them have been pretty good with these singers. Like, they'll write songs for singers that are no longer alive, and you're like, holy crap, that sounds like a song.
That's what the problem is. Sure, it's good there, but do we need Johnny Cash singing Barbie Girl? You know, the Aqua song?
Yes, actually, we do.
Do we? All right.
I don't know, maybe.
You got it.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere.
So this is Folsom Prison Blues. This is what it's being sung to.
Barbie, let's go party.
This is insane. It sounds like him.
Dude, that's weird. Man.
We do need that, actually.
And I kind of like it.
That was kind of great.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Dude, I could not tell that was robotic. I mean, it really sounded smooth.
I would love to. I wish I knew someone that's like a massive, like, Johnny Cash obsessive fan, and not like, hopefully they don't see, like, and be like, dude, have you heard that they found an old Johnny Cash song that has never been released? It's from the Folsom Prison thing, but they never put it out, and then play that for them and see what they would say.
Wow.
They'd probably cry.
It's okay. So
come on, Barbie, let's go party. That was great.
You were happy to hear that. I bet you'd be really, really happy to hear Johnny Cash singing Spice Girls Wannabe and Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes. I want all the Miley Cyrus songs sang like Johnny Cash, actually.
Oh, here we go.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Up in my hands, up playing my song. The butterflies fly away.
This is pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah. It's a party in the USA.
Dude, this is nuts.
I love the crowd noises. I think that's what makes it for me.
Well, and see, the only thing is that I wish they would have done it in a different style than Folsom Prison Blues.
Oh, no, I want every song sung in the same tune.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's amazing to me, Danny.
I get knocked down.
It sounds like
get up again.
It sounds like how, it sounds like, my God, that's why it sounds so convincing. It's like it is Johnny Cash style, just going, I'm going to put my own style on these lyrics.
That is such a trip, though, because it doesn't sound robotic. Like
no.
You know how some of these like computerized programs that they make a voice sound like a certain celebrity. Like you're like, you kind of got it, but not fully there. That's pretty clean.
Dude, the deep fake action is nuts, man. The deep fake action with, I mean, I haven't seen Indiana Jones, but I've seen some of the clips from it. And young Indy is he still has the old voice from what I understand. So, which is kind of like, okay, here's 70-year-old, 80-year-old Harrison Ford with this young looking face. But it's getting better and better and more convincing and more convincing.
It's getting scary. Like, remember we said, like, what's it going to be like in a couple of years? I'm like, what's it going to be like in a couple of months?
Yeah.
Because a couple of months ago, it probably wouldn't have sounded as good. Like, they just keep cleaning it up and making it sound better.
You're right, Steve. I mean, next year, forget about it.
So I said, I want to hear Johnny Cash sing WAP. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that would be hysterical.
There's some whores in this house.
And Danny, to your point, someday he'll probably be able to do it to the exact song. And it will still sound like Johnny Cash, where he'll do it. Yeah. He'll do the exact song with the exact rhythm and all the music that goes with it.
Oh, see, and I wasn't even saying that. I was saying that I just wanted a different Johnny Cash song as opposed to Folsom Prison
Ring of Fire.
Yeah, Ring of Fire. Yeah, it's you changing songs, switch it up.
Yeah, all right. I mean, that's going to happen. I mean,
he
it can happen easily, I'm sure.
If only we could get him to cover like a 9 Inch Nails song, that'd be pretty. Oh wait, never mind. It's been done.
That is some scary S.
But see, if I had that technology, I know some people are going to use it for bad.
Yep.
I would be, especially if I was younger and had more time on my hands, and maybe also was maybe still doing my stoner days. I would have my band. We would write songs, and then just let's have Johnny Cash sing it just for fun.
Yeah,
not trying to make money off of it, but make a whole record of my band's music. But instead of our singer singing, let's get Johnny Cash to sing this record, and it'll just be for our, it'll just be something that you can look back on and laugh about. But obviously, somebody's going to take this technology and use it for bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to think that, let's say you're Heath Ledger's family, and you just decide, you know what, we own his estate. We're going to start making movies with his deep fake likeness, and because they can do with what he has with his voice because of all the movies he's done.
Yeah.
And there is Heath Ledger acting in a movie.
That'd be crazy.
It's nuts, and I feel like we're not far from that.
Just think of all the Rocky sequels we could have.
Yeah.
With young Rocky.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, and Sylvester would be happy to do it because basically you're a voice actor at that point.
And he really, at that point, he's not even a voice actor because they'll just use they're going to use young Sly's voice.
You're absolutely right. Oh, my God. Yeah, they don't even need him.
I mean, we're going to get Rocky versus the Predator and all these things.
Oh.
You don't even need those guys.
Oh, man. It would be fun to just replace, if somebody had the rights, you replace all the Arnold movies with Rocky in the lead role and vice versa.
Oh, my God.
Switch him out. Have Rocky play the Terminator, and how would that have been?
But he's actually Rocky, so he's wearing his Rocky shorts and boxing gloves.
Yeah, that's great. Your USA American shorts, give them to me now.
I'll be back in the 6th round.
Yeah, hey, Adrian, I'll be back. Yesterday, Steve, he was back, and he was right.
Beginning with C, what did Zach Galifianakis call the baby in The Hangover?
Baby Carlos.
Yes.
Nice work, buddy. I could not think of that myself. Baby Carlos. You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, here you go. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. How long is a bankruptcy going to affect my credit rating?
Of course, most of the time, by the time we're talking about filing a bankruptcy, the credit has already taken a huge hit. Chapter 7 is going to affect it more negatively than Chapter 13. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years from the time you file. It usually takes 7 or 8 years for your credit scores to get back into the normal range in a Chapter 7 case. However, your credit will start to recover even in Chapter 7 after about a year. You'll be able to get credit again right away, usually before your case is even over. Chapter 13 stays on your credit report for 7 years and usually takes about 3.5 years for your credit to get back in the normal range. So Chapter 13 will mean your credit gets better much more rapidly.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Julian Greening here from Bellingham Ford Lincoln with some exciting news. The order banks have opened for the 2023 models and we have great deals for you. Ford F-150, Bronco Sport or Ranger, and we will lock in your price, lock in your 500 rebate and lock in your interest rate at 2.9 for 60 months on approval of credit. Custom build the vehicle you want and don't worry about price increases or rate hikes. Come see us at Bellingham Ford Lincoln on 1820 James Street or at bellinghamfordlincoln.com.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hi, this is Tom Borthwick, the Diamond King. We have a huge selection in store, 10 times most places in Whatcom County. We have over 100 certified large diamonds in stock. We have trained staff that went to jewelry school. We offer huge discounts all the time, every day. We have 3 jewelers in our store. We want you to save time. We gift wrap everything and treat you kindly with knowledge. Thank you for shopping a family-owned small business that supports 9 families. We donate to over 50 charities per year. Thank you for being our customer, Borthwick Jewelry.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's our loud and local band of the week, Hot Spring Water.
Hey, what you running from, my friend? Well, I can see the lines while you pretend. There ain't no joking, son. That's just doing you no good.
You're listening to our loud and local band of the week, Hot Spring Water. You want to find out how to get their info? Just go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
Catch them next Saturday at the Blue Moon. That's happening on Saturday, July 22nd. They'll be playing there, and they have a brand new record just came out, and it's called Of a Morning.
Okay, so I know you love local music, so make sure you're here Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. It's a show called Loud and Local, 2 hours of great Pacific Northwest music. Bands like Hot Spring Water.
Beat me. I know I am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Hey, look, Danny's jumping.
It's a beautiful Friday out there, and our weekend will be as well. I'm actually taking advantage of it. I'm getting my little floaty, and I'm jumping in the lake.
What?
Hell yeah.
Which lake?
Luther Burbank Lake.
Well, it is. That's Lake Washington. No,
LBL,
right.
baby.
Yeah, you are on the lake.
Whatever
That's
lake
true.
we're near, Steve, that lake.
Okay, what kind of floaty are we talking about?
Oh, I got this really, really pink, sparkly one.
Of course you do.
Of course.
I was thinking that or one of those big white swans.
Yeah, my friend has the big white unicorn.
Is it Big Booty Megan?
Oh, I wish.
Okay.
I wish she was in
See,
town.
you don't know this, Steve, but everybody, of course, they celebrate on July 4th. Mercer Island says, oh, no, not us. We'll wait for 2 weeks and we'll have our own summer celebration.
Yes.
I respect
why.
that, man.
Yeah.
Summer's here. Like, let's keep the party going.
So really, I mean, not to say you should horn in on our activity, but that's a pretty big party on Mercer Island this weekend.
Parade,
this
food
Saturday.
trucks, and during the night, honestly, like the best fireworks show.
whole other fireworks
Who's
show.
in the parade?
I used to be,
Yes,
actually.
wait a second. All the local,
the local Mercer
So,
Island people.
if you were living on Mercer Island, your daughter, because she was in dance, would be in the parade.
Oh, I'm starting a Puyallup parade. Watch
Do
there
it.
is one. I don't even know it, but I need one just so that Tatum could be in it.
Yes, she could be in her little tutu doing all the spins.
I had to get up. I mean, Saturdays were the time to sleep, and I had to get up every year for this because Sarah was in the parade.
You get to get up.
Yes.
And that's the mindset.
Yeah, that's it. That
you
was,
get to experience me in a parade.
You're blessed to watch your daughter in a parade.
That was
BJ.
great. Watching a bunch of people that were still not really fully coordinated, just trying to figure it out in a parade.
Let me say, trying to do a whole dance routine while you're walking, it's very difficult. And on gravel, and you're in your dance shoes, it's actually a mess.
Especially if you have your dad's genetics where just walking is difficult.
I'm surprised I didn't get injured each year.
It was so great to just not get to sleep in and just watch all these kids tripping all over each other in a very small town parade.
It sounds like a blast.
Right?
Yeah, that's what it was,
Thank
a blast.
you, Steve. Let's get to our contestant. We got George from Bothell. George, are you there?
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, Steve, now get out.
All right, goodbye.
For those playing at home, George has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Dracula was filmed in English during the day and in what other language at night?
Pass.
Ooh.
What band has the albums There Is Nothing Left to Lose and In Your Honor?
Foo Fighters.
Yes. What is the atomic number for hydrogen?
H.
No.
H-O.
No.
Pass.
What? The Bermuda Triangle is located in what ocean?
Caribbean.
No.
Atlantic.
Yes. What is the first name of Corey's love interest in the sitcom Boy Meets World?
Pass.
Oh.
What month is the Earth closest to the sun?
July.
No.
August.
No.
December.
No. Mike Wazowski is a fictional character from what computer animated movie?
Monsters, Inc.
Yes. How do you say cheese in Spanish?
Queso.
Yes. What is the highest selling video game console of all time?
Nintendo.
No. You get 3 correct, George.
I can. Dude, I have queso in the refrigerator, and I could not think of what you were talking about. I would have been so mad at myself.
I know,
I literally
right?
was saying that word all last weekend. Hey, would you like some of that? Would you like some of that? And here you're going, what is the Mexican word for that? And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. And I was wrong, George. You got 1 more correct than I told you did. So sorry. I counted wrong.
Yeah.
So that's okay. There's a little bit of a chance.
Okay, there you go.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Dracula was filmed in English during the day and in what other language at night?
German.
No.
Austrian.
No.
French.
No. What band has the albums There Is Nothing Left to Lose and In Your Honor?
That is the Foo Fighters.
Yes. What is the atomic number for hydrogen?
H2O.
No.
H.
No.
H. H, how you doing?
H2.
No. The Bermuda Triangle is located in what ocean?
The Atlantic.
Yes. What is the first name of Corey's love interest in the sitcom Boy Meets World?
Topanga.
Yes.
Yeah.
What month is the Earth closest to the
Topanga,
sun?
right? I'm sorry, what?
What month is the Earth closest to the sun?
What month? January.
Yes. Mike Wazowski is a fictional character from what computer animated movie?
Computer animated movie. War Games.
No.
The Aladdin.
No.
Toy Story.
No. How do you say cheese in Spanish?
Cheese.
That's Italian, Steve.
A little cheese.
It's a little cheese.
Oh, man, what is it?
You know this. You're going to be so pissed.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
Queso.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Woo, too late, though.
Way too late for that.
I wish I had more time.
Man,
Dude,
if
I was in the
only
same
you
boat.
did.
I couldn't think of it either, and I have some queso in the fridge.
Because you got 4 correct, which is a tie, actually.
Oh, nice work, George.
4-4.
Good job, guys.
There you go.
Quick
Thanks for
shout out.
playing, buddy.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, to my boy, Cash. Love you, buddy.
Oh, hey, Cash. Great name.
How old's Cash?
He's 6.
Nice.
Oh, that's very cool.
Fully potty trained
An
and
American
everything?
tonight.
He fully potty trained. Look at what's on Steve's mind, apparently.
Oh, no.
You got to be. If you're not fully potty trained at 6, there's a problem.
No, she's potty trained. I was just joking.
Yeah. All right, there you go. Good job, George.
Shout out to Cash.
Yeah, thanks, Cash, and good job in your potty training, buddy.
Yeah, and probably speaking and walking.
Yeah, all the things you do when you're 6.
So you're telling me that I see that you didn't really give us that big announcement that I remember. So she's full meal deal potty trained.
Oh, she's been that way for a while.
Oh, you got to let a guy know. I just.
You gotta let your friends know.
That's a big
Steve.
thing. That is such freedom to know your kid will be able to go to the bathroom and you're done with diapers, dude. That's like a money
we've been
saver.
done forever, man. It's so nice.
We should have thrown you a party, man. That's huge.
A potty party?
A potty party.
It's pretty awesome, though.
Dude, I remember that in my kids.
Sometimes, like for a while, we still have to go and make sure to help wipe and all that kind of stuff. But there were a couple times soon after where we were like, where's Tatum? And all of a sudden you hear the toilet flush. Like, she did not just do all that on her own. Like, she pulled out the little step stool thing. And we're like, then you check. You're like, okay, you hit like about 80% on that wipage, but that's still impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about where you're at, right?
Oh, no. I'm more like 60.
Oh, yeah.
55.
You'll get there, buddy. You'll get there.
Oh, man. It's pretty awesome, though.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Does anyone know Dracula was filmed in English during the day and what other language at night? It's not as, epic as you were making it, Steve.
Pig Latin.
I don't even. I've never watched Dracula, so I don't know.
Spanish.
Really?
I thought that would have been one of the languages everyone would have guessed.
Well, because of Dracula, you think it takes place in like Transylvania. I would never thought it's Spanish.
I don't know why I just assumed Dracula's a German dude, but
right? I know.
Well, I want to drink your blood,
and then he became Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Doesn't it sound like it's German? I want this, I want that, or maybe Russian. It's just the way I always thought Dracula sounded.
Does anyone know the atomic number for hydrogen? It's a legit number.
Oh, I think we're mixing it up with a periodic chart.
Yeah, both you and George both were.
1.
It's 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're so disappointed.
I don't know atomic numbers, so I wouldn't have guessed that.
Sarah looked at me like, "Did I say number?" And I was like, "No, you did."
Yeah, you guys both like H2O, HLG.
The number 2 is in it, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, we're not smart.
And then
never said I was.
Yeah, well, I didn't say I am either. Yeah. Not when it comes to that.
I know the atomic number. One George did get correct. Mike Wazowski is from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Vicky knew that. Vicky was just jumping up and down. You have to look at Vicky to see if you go, oh, okay, it's a movie Vicky knows. That's a clue.
It's such a good
She
movie.
can't contain herself. I'm like, don't give it away, Vicky, by being so excited.
He's still not going to get it. There's so many Disney
I have
and
a
animated
blindfold
movies.
on. I can't see her anyway.
Oh, that's a good point.
That too.
All right, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. Call us or text us at 206-803-ROCK. Listeners on the Loose. We'll take your calls and your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic. You guide the show, 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. When you get through, you know what Steve wants.
Just show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-803-ROCK. Let's go to Joe Dredd in Seattle. Joe, you're on The Rock.
BJ Shea.
Who cares?
What's up, brother?
You know I care, BJ. Love you, man.
Thanks, man.
So earlier in the week, you guys had some topic, and I'm not really sure how it started, but about how women will point out hot-looking women to their men.
Yeah, it started as a help-wanted topic. A guy got in trouble because he was shamed by a random girl on the street for checking out another random girl on the street, and then his wife was mad at him because it embarrassed her that he got called out, and it was, it was all about, it was one more attractive than the other, and then we talked about you gotta have more finesse if you're gonna check out chicks
or wear sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so see, that reminded me of something I figured out many years back when I was with my now ex-wife, who was a very jealous type. BJ, you remember my former ex-wife? I think you referred to as the sword swallower.
Wow. Is that her birth-given name?
Yeah, that was her Christian name.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was her confirmation. I think it was her confirmation name, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do remember SS. She was a tremendous person.
Okay. Yeah. So she was a very jealous type, and even if I were to be wearing sunglasses, as some really hot woman was walking by, she would stare at me to see if I turned my head or glanced.
Yeah.
Right. So what I would do is if I saw some woman coming towards me, or I'm in the general area, and if she was wearing something very revealing, I would go, oh my God, would you look at that woman? Can you believe she walked out of the house wearing that? Oh my God. And now I've got a free card to stare at this woman.
Oh, really? Oh, so you're saying once you bring up the fact that I cannot believe how salacious this woman is.
Her boobs are just popping out of that shirt. That is gross.
And did that
awesome?
Did that work with SS? Did she all of a sudden she was on your team and didn't give you a hard time?
No, she never caught on to it. That was my way around it.
I love. Well, all right. Well, there you go. There's a pro tip.
I wanted to share that with some of the other boys out there. You guys have a great weekend.
All right, thank you. There you go.
You too, Joe. Take care.
If any of you gentlemen try this, let us know your success rate. I
feel like it would work maybe once or twice, and then eventually it'll catch on to you.
I feel like you're right.
You keep pointing out these really hot chicks in hot outfits and saying how gross it is.
Yeah. And I mean, because I honestly, is any guy going to complain about how revealing a woman looks?
Right.
I mean, I know there are men that do it sometimes, and I'm like, are you just trying to get points? You know, I mean, really, you're trying to get points. Come on.
No, I have been in a situation in the past. I remember I had an ex where she was like, look at what she's wearing. Can you believe she's wearing that? And I looked, I'm like, whoa. Like, it was like, bauga. But I was like, you're right. How did she leave the house wearing that?
Yeah. Let's go to TJ in Seattle. TJ, you are on the rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, TJ.
I just wanted to call in about earlier that you guys did that chat GBT thing with the songs.
Yeah.
They actually have one out there that's Elvis, and he's doing I Like Big Butts.
The Sir Mix-a-Lot song?
All right, we'll have to hunt that down.
Look for that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we'll hunt that down. Thanks for the tip, TJ.
It is hilarious, yeah.
Okay. Do you have it, Danny?
Yeah, Vicky found it earlier.
Pulling up the right. So this, and again, we were playing some Johnny Cash doing Spice Girls and Miley Cyrus.
And Aqua, the great Barbie. Is the movie Barbie going to use the Barbie song in it?
They should.
I thought I heard it.
I think they are, but I think they might be either changing it up a little bit, or remixing it, something like that.
Or mocking it or something. They got to do something with that.
It's going to be in it, though.
Awesome.
Yeah, I keep I talk about what's going to be the hottest movie of the summer. I better not sleep on Barbie. That might be.
Oh, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You are the brothers I can't deny. That when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round penny in your face, you get sprung. You get sprung. Oh, you get sprung.
Oh my gosh.
And deep in the jeans she's wearing, I looked and I can't stop staring. Baby got back. My anaconda don't walk nice.
This is wild.
Unless you got
so wild.
They're singing butt in the background.
That's fantastic.
And you get sprung. Oh, you get sprung. I don't know other but now, baby, it's just years out. I'm thinking of.
This is when AI is being used for good.
Yeah. Yes. And that's, I think, Don't Be Cruel is what it's being sung to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's what it, wow.
I like big butts.
Yeah, that is wild. Taking lyrics from other songs and just replacing the lyrics in their popular songs.
These are the moments where I'm like, AI isn't all that bad.
And it sounded really, again, it didn't sound robotic.
So much that have you guys seen the Instagram account that takes, that deepfakes Arnold in a whole bunch of different movies? It's pretty hilarious. It's at Brian Monarch on Instagram.
All right, if there's some audio that we can use, that would be great.
And then I seen that Vicky found a deep fake, and someone even said, did you see the deep fake where they take Sylvester Stallone's face and put it in the Terminator movie?
That's what we talked about.
Yeah, apparently it's been done already.
Oh man, look at that.
It's really trippy to see because it's the scene where he's naked and he pops up and you're expecting Arnold, and it's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, dude, the technology is insane.
And it's kind of noticeable. It does look CG, not CGI, but it looks like it's fake, but it's pretty close.
Well, this is from a year ago. Could you imagine if they try to recreate that today in just 1 year?
They'd nail it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty nuts what they're going to be able to do, and it's
weird as F.
It's weird as F because it's still like part. Is that Jim Carrey?
Is Jim Carrey in that?
I think
was Jim Carrey in Terminator.
Oh no, they're deep fakes. Oh, it's Jim Carrey and Brad Pitt are
they're
also
all
in this.
okay, I was confused. Now those look good.
And
I really thought.
Yeah, one of them supposed to be Arnold.
All right, whoever did this is really talented.
I really thought that was Jim Carrey.
Yeah, same.
So
I was like, oh yeah, for sure he was in there. I was about to act like I knew.
Yeah, the other one is supposed to be Arnold.
Oh my God!
Like
See
the punk kid.
Here's the thing: when we were not expecting those guys to be deep fakes, we just thought they looked like them.
Yeah.
See, we were expecting Sylvester, so maybe our brain is already knowing it's a deep fake, so we kind of look for imperfections. I wonder if we didn't know if we would have, that's
the Jim Carrey one is really weird.
That's Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah, Brad Pitt one. Like I would have. It took a moment to focus on it and realize it was him. Like certain moments, absolutely. But the Jim Carrey one is very well done.
That's nuts. Yeah. Wow, dude. This technology is insane.
I wish I was good at this
Vicky,
kind of stuff, because I'd put me in I'd have me star in every single movie.
Vicky's going to link this video we're watching to the BJ. Oh, she already has. So go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com to see this deep fake of all these stars in Terminator, basically.
I like how you're like, I wish I was good at this stuff, not to make money or be on the cusp of it in the new industry, so I can put myself in.
Dude, that's the only reason Steve buys wrestling games.
I know.
Yeah, everything was just, it's very self-serving, Danny. I'm not here to look for, I'm not here to do it for evil or make money or take advantage of someone else's art. I just want me to be in these things.
Definitely go check out the video because they even deep fake Sarah Connor's ID and they use Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I'd be Batman.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I get it. That was the greatest part.
I'd be all the Avengers, just different phases of me, like throughout my life.
Oh, that iconic scene from the Avengers where they're spinning around, they're all in a circle waiting to fight, but every face is yours.
Yes, but like young Steve, current Steve, overweight Steve. Mullet Steve.
Oh, yeah.
All the good phases.
Ernest Steve. I want to see Ernest Steve.
Oh, man, BJ. That's one of the best ideas you've ever given me.
Thank you, buddy.
Put me in an Ernest movie?
Yeah.
My wife would get so annoyed. She's like, are you watching Ernest again with you as Ernest?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, I think you're onto something where you get to watch yourself as the star of any movie.
There's got to be somebody that's just as dumb as me, but that's actually smart with like technology. And is doing this right now.
Yeah.
Just has like a whole catalog of films where he's the star.
The birthday present is somebody gives you your favorite movie, but for me, I'm Captain Kirk.
Yes.
And dude, I mean, that's
a business right there.
That is a business right there.
Deep fake birthday cake.
You pick the topic, you guide the show. It's listeners on the loose. Call us, text us, 206-803-ROCK. Whatever you want to talk about. We got your calls and texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
The Judd & Black Labor Day sale has been extended through September 13th. Save up to 50% off on top brands like Maytag, LG, GE, and Frigidaire. Save over $2,000 on Frigidaire Gallery refrigerators, $450 off KitchenAid dishwashers, and over $900 off GE range and microwave hood combos. Plus 0% financing for 18 months OAC. Come shop the extended Labor Day sale and experience the Judd & Black difference. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store. Online at juddblack.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. Mark in Polsbo, you are on The Rock.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Mark, welcome to the show. What you got for us, buddy?
Hey, I just wanted to shout out to Hot Spring Water over here in Paulsville. Amazingly talented, dedicated guys, really good at their craft. Hey, they're a lot of fun. You owe it to yourselves to go have a listen. You can find them in Kitsap County most every weekend somewhere, or they're finding their way over to the city. So I just really want to say how amazing those guys are.
All right. Your phone's acting all weird, but thanks, Mark.
You think that was his phone or us?
You never know.
That's the second clicky call that I've heard today. I almost want to just eliminate that line because it seems to be that's the line that only the one does it. But anyway, yes, let's get back to Hot Spring Water.
Shot. They do sound great.
Yeah, I agree. And that's, in case you don't know, we do this every Friday. And, of course, on Sundays, we have a full-blown show for all the great local music that's here in the Pacific Northwest. 8 o'clock on Sunday night's show called Loud and Local. Kevin Deers does a great job with that. And we basically do a much smaller version where all of the bumper music we play, which is the music when we go out of break and into break and all that, is a band like Hot Spring Water. And that's who our band is today.
Yep.
So, and if you want more info about them, just go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. Click on the little Loud and Local banner, and you'll get to find out everything you need to know.
This one's for Steve. This is a text. It's a very serious matter. I have a daughter about the same age as Tatum. Unfortunately, she has turned into a robot overnight, and now she can no longer take a bath because the water will fry her robotic components. What do you suggest we do? Well, sounds like you guys are screwed, and I'm sorry about your robot daughter. I don't know what to tell you.
I love kids with those imaginations.
Dude,
they are just the best.
The things that they get worked up about, like Tatum was all in her head about fireworks at Disneyland. Like, she's like, are there going to be, to the point where my wife was just like, enough with the fireworks freak. Because she's never had issues with fireworks. And we keep telling her, like, am I going to see fireworks there? I don't want to see fireworks. We're like, we're not going to be there when the fireworks go off. I'm very worried about the fireworks. We're like, enough with the fireworks. Like, we're only going to be there until, like, before it gets dark. We're going to be back at the hotel. You don't have to see the fireworks. All right, fine. 10 minutes later, I'm worried about the fireworks. I'm like, then we're going back to the hotel, and she's like, Dad, the floor looks like fireworks, because it's like they have like this pattern on the floor. And I'm like, who got? And my wife's like, she was like, she called her mom. It's like, did you say something about fireworks? Because why is she freaking out about? We have no idea why.
Yeah, it is so crazy what goes on in their heads.
Yeah, good luck, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you got to figure out a way to make her not be a robot anymore. That's the challenge.
I've seen people do, like, when kids are afraid of the monsters under the bed, they take like Febreze or something and slap a sticker that says monster spray. They spray it down so there's no monsters at the end of the night. Maybe you could make some sort of bubble bath that is special for robots.
Oh, I was thinking, like, create some kind of machine that she walks through and then she stops being a robot.
Well, I think my version's a little cheaper, but I like your thinking.
Yes, or take her to the doctor and, flip them with $20 or something. Be like, hey, can you just pretend to do some, like, surgery on her so that she's no longer a robot?
Oh, well, there's a lot going. There's a lot that's going into this, man.
Dude, the kids and the way they think, though, like the other day.
I'm loving this because it's only going to get better.
I'll try and say this as tactfully as possible because I know it's like it's potty humor, obviously.
Okay.
Take her to go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right. She's like, I gotta go potty. I'm like, I got you, no problem. Because sometimes she like pit me against mom, like who does things better. Like mom wipes my butt quicker. I'm like, okay, I'm more thorough.
Hey, that's great. If you want me not to do that job, I am more than happy to pass that along.
So take her to the bathroom, everything, give them a wipe ski. I'm like, all right, you're good. Flush the toilet. All of a sudden, freak out city. Mommy! Goes over to mom, and she's like, it's that ugly cry where you don't even know what the hell she's saying. I'm like, what did I do wrong? Finally, Sid figures it out and goes, you didn't let her look at her poop before you flushed it.
Yep.
I was like, oh, well, my bad. I didn't know you wanted. Like, you'll tell me you want to look at it. Like,
yeah, that's
she had a meltdown. She was mad at me for not a very long time, but long enough that it made that I'm like, this. You shouldn't be mad at me at all. You know what I mean?
This is the thing where we talk about, like, in psychology, what happens to kids and everything. And I just think, maybe kids are just wired to always have a tough time no matter what you do as a parent.
Yes.
No matter what you do, they're going to find a reason to be just like, this is the worst moment of my life.
That one was like, that was one of the ones I was like, all right, putting that in the phone because one day I'm going to tell her about this story.
Yes.
Because I'm like a little worried. Like, the longer we go, the more stories I'll forget. So I keep like a little notes file sometimes of some of her meltdowns. And that's definitely one that's in there.
It doesn't end though. Like, and now that Lily's 9, like, I thought that whole thing would just kind of, you phase out of them. No, now it's like, but it's. I mean, at least they make a little bit more sense. But the asking over and over again it's like, Dad, are we gonna get a snow cone today? Yes, we're gonna get a snow cone today.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, are you sure we're gonna get a snow cone today? When are we gonna get a snow cone today? Dad, are we gonna get a snow cone today? Yes. Snow cone today, right? And it's like, oh my God, yes. Did I tell you we're gonna get a snow cone today? Yes. Then why do you keep asking me?
If you ask me one more time, we're not getting a snow cone today.
Dude. And my friend's got a 15-year-old daughter. And so, we game together a lot. So she's around a lot. And man, oh man, we went to dinner and she was relentless. There was something she wanted. That was the conversation for the entire meal.
Just wear you down.
And you're like, dude, I don't know if you know this. So I felt bad for my friend because, it's like, yeah, he's the father. But I was like, you know what? I'll tag in for you. You go ahead and enjoy your meal. I'll tag in and I'll be the official representative to talk to her about this subject.
Good luck with that.
Well, me. I mean, I have a lot of energy.
You'll wear her down from where, yeah.
And I did. It is nothing more gratifying when a teenager with all that energy goes, dude, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm tapping out.
I'm tapping out.
I don't need that snow cone after all.
Yeah, forget it. I'm not going to do this. It's so gratifying but it doesn't end. They are going to keep going.
And also, I just think it's fun to watch the personality develop because all of a sudden she's just a fan of chaos.
Oh yeah,
she just loves.
Where does she get that from?
I have no idea.
So unusual.
It must be her mom.
Go back to the hospital. You have the wrong baby.
Even when she plays with her toys, she has one toy. It's one of those Chelsea dolls. But she refers to her as Bad Chelsea. So even though
God, is this like a Megan thing? What's going on?
We're having fun playing with her dolls, and then out of nowhere comes Chelsea and just wreaks havoc on everything that's happening. Breaks the Play-Doh, trashes them, and I'm like, why did she just do that? She's like, that's Bad Chelsea. I'm like, why is Chelsea bad? She's like, because she's not wearing her shoes. I was like, oh, well, let's get her shoes. So I put her shoes on. Now she's good Chelsea. Seconds later, she sneaks the shoes off, and it's Bad Chelsea again. I'm like, you just like chaos, don't you?
Yeah, let me think about this for a second. Your daughter had a doll that she brought this doll out, and the doll went insane and caused an incredible amount of chaos. I remember being at this thing called a roast where a grown man brought out a doll that caused a ridiculous amount of chaos. Yeah, maybe it's just a coincidence.
Totally. Must be from the mom's side.
Yeah, it's got to be totally the mom's side.
Bad Chelsea, though.
Yeah, Bad Chelsea. And what was the name of that ventriloquist guy you had?
Oh, man. What was it? I think Richard Johnson.
Yeah, Richard Johnson.
Yeah.
Richard Johnson, Bad Chelsea. I feel like they'd make a good couple.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what? And let's see if we can get Conky from Trailer Park Boys and really just make it a triangle of amazing chaos.
Yeah, I don't know where Bad Chelsea is right now, but she's somewhere in our house, and I'm worried that she's going to make an appearance again.
Oh, dude.
Bad Chelsea.
Dude, that is fantastic.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
Where? The apple, my friend. You're the damn tree.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK, the number to call, the number to text.
So today, earlier, you guys were talking about punk bands covering classic songs. Have you heard, though, the Fall Out Boy version of We Didn't Start the Fire, where they're not covering it per se, they're just picking up where it left off? It's actually pretty cool. An F-off kid, Billy Joel.
Yeah. What's really cool about this is that Billy Joel he knows about this.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows about this. And if you don't remember, this was a pretty cool song. I'm not a Billy Joel fan, but I did like the fact of all the different political references that Billy made in the original song. I guess he made 118 significant political, cultural, and scientific, as well as sporting events.
I love the music video for that with the fire going on. He's just standing there. He's like, da-da-da-da-da-da. Maggio.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the words.
And he covered, it went from 1948 to 1989, and so he covered that entire span within those events he spoke about.
And I think 48 was the year that he was born. Or so, I think that was
Makes sense.
That was the whole thing. It was like, here's all the crap that's gone on in my entire life.
So Fall Out Boy says, hey, you know what? We're going to go, since you ended in 1989, we're going to do our version and go from 1989 to 2023 and throw our set of political events from that time period.
I got to be honest, that's actually a pretty cool idea.
Captain Planet, Arab Spring, LA riots, Rodney King, deep fakes, earthquakes, Iceland volcano, Oklahoma City bomb, Kurt Cobain, Pokemon, Tiger Woods, MySpace, Monsanto, GMO, Harry Potter, Twilight, Michael Jackson dies, nuclear accident, Fukushima, Japan, Crimean Peninsula, Cambridge Analytica, Kim Jong-un, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man.
Okay, I already liked that song, so maybe that's why I'm really feeling this one. But I actually like that.
I think it's a great idea. I think that's something
they did a good job,
and it's a cool song to update. So of course Billy did the original, and Billy also told Steve to F off. So you got to wonder, what does he think about all this?
Fall Out Boy, yeah, I heard about this, yeah. Everybody's been wanting to know when there's going to be an updated version of it, because my song started in 49 and ended in 89. It was a 40-year span. And everybody said, when are you going to do part 2? Are you going to do part 2? I said, nah, I've already done part 1. Okay. So, Fall Out Boy, go ahead. Great, take it away.
You know what's so weird?
I don't know if he actually heard it, though.
Yeah.
He just was like, I heard someone covered it. Good for them.
You know what's so weird is when people sing, they don't usually sing in their accent. You know, and so to hear Billy Joel sound like basically he's just in New York, basically going, get the hell out of here, kid, you bother me. You know, now I know why he said F off to you. He's a New York rude son of a bee, really.
Absolutely.
He's got that vibe. Hey, go ahead, whatever you want to do. Where I feel like if maybe it was, maybe he was from another part of the country, he'd be a little bit more, hey, that's really cool. I love the idea. But no, I think one of the reasons that Billy, because you go, well, why wouldn't you update the song? How difficult could that be?
Right.
He says, well, actually, very difficult, especially when you're singing that song live because of the endless stream of lyrics.
Well, sometimes I'm watching people sing along, hoping they'll guide me, because you get one word wrong and it's a train wreck.
Oh, I bet.
Which happened to me. I was in Toronto and I forgot the words, and then I just stopped the song. Stop the music. So it's walking on a tightrope with that thing.
Dude, I gotta
stop the song and then goes, hey, F off, crowd.
Yeah. You listen to him, and I would never think that was Billy Joel. Like I can.
Have you never heard an interview with Billy Joel?
Well, not really. To the thing, where, I don't, because I don't care about him. So I really have not.
You better show some.
Yeah.
Put some respect on that name.
So I don't hear him speak a lot.
Oh yeah, he's always had that New York accent.
I would never think that's the guy singing those songs,
especially like the ballads, like the pretty songs.
It doesn't match.
No, he's got like this abrasive New Yorker voice.
Yeah, it is, and it also doesn't sound like it's a voice that can sing.
No.
That's the other thing. It's just like, God, you really just,
Like if you didn't know him and you meet him at like a coffee shop, you're like, well, what do you do for a living? He's like, oh, I'm a singer. Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
And they tells you to F off.
Yeah, F off, kid. Wow.
I like this text that said, hey, thank you, Tatum. I, as a Chelsea, now have an excuse for being bad. I just have to go barefoot. Woohoo.
Okay. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Well, because, when his shoes are off, it's bad Chelsea.
That's what it is. It's bad Chelsea.
When the shoes are on, it's good Chelsea.
Listen, Chelsea, the texter, be careful with your shoes off. We don't want to,
Next thing you know, this weekend, there's a drunk woman named Chelsea in the streets of Seattle, barefoot, just breaking things, breaking storefronts and setting things on fire.
Tatum's fault.
I'm bad Chelsea.
All right, there's a big question that has to be answered right now. What do Ryan Castle and the Hallmark Channel have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and the Hallmark Channel have in common?
Chicks dig me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I rarely wear underwear. And when I do, it's usually something outrageous. That's from Stripes.
Oh, God.
That's Bill Murray and Stripes.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But you.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your clocks back to 1982.
That time you stole the cow and your friend tried to make it with the cow?
I don't know.
I got a party with you, cowboy.
It's great Bill Murray stuff, but I have to tell you,
yeah, I was like 5 years old.
Yeah, which, by the way, very inappropriate for a 5-year-old to be watching that movie.
Well, look how he turned out.
I am obviously the product of poor parenting.
Yeah, you are. Oh, man. Well, there's a wonderful, wonderful story about the Hallmark Channel. Guess what, everybody? Everybody's doing it. Why not the Hallmark Channel announcing their own Christmas-themed cruise from Miami to the Bahamas?
Oh, yeah.
It's happening November of next year, Steve, so you got time.
I feel like this is the one I could convince my wife to go on.
The Love Boat. There's going to be some sex on that boat.
Yeah.
And Vicky.
They better make a movie while we're on the boat. Like, a love connection that happens while
click
you're
on that thumbnail.
Right? You're on a Hallmark cruise, and then a love story happens.
Well, they're going to have crafts, the world premiere of a new movie, a tree lighting ceremony, photo ops, panels with the stars, and Christmas karaoke.
And humping.
Yeah, and I don't know about humping. That's
Is there any part where you could just jump off the boat to get the F away from everybody?
Yeah, that's on every boat. I
think they call their fans Hallmarkies.
Oh,
Hallmarkers?
That's cool.
Hallmarkies.
Hallmarkies.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like
Right.
a marquee. Yeah.
That's fun.
We don't call Ryan that. We just have to listen to his 12-pack. That's next.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Call State Farm agent Sierra Belleville in Bellingham today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.